Hi guys, just waiting for people to join so I can start. Yeah. Hello, yeah, I'm just waiting for people to join so I can start the season review for 2020. So yeah, I'm going to go through some things to review the season. Yeah, I'm going to get underway soon, so I might get underway right now actually. So, hey, like, right, season review, so, I'm sorry. So if anyone wants to, review the season with me, just send a request down in the chat. If anyone wants to, review the season with me, just send a request. Who's this? Sorry, I'm just a little bit nervous. Who is this? I might as well get started, just to... Sorry, I'm just very nervous. I don't know what to say. Cronulla Sharks fan joined. I'm just going to wait for a few more people to join, actually. 6 again, Colin. Someone's sending a question. No, go away. MWSE reports. Just start. Okay, so I'm gonna start. So today's topics I'm gonna go through is starting off with the favorite Warriors game of the season, and I'm gonna go from the most improved player to the top 5 best players, the most disappointing game, the best try of the season, and talking about the lone players, and then I'm going to wrap up the season with an overall rating of the year. So, my favourite Warriors game of the season, it has to be the game versus the Newcastle Knights. In the first half, it was a very close game, but in the second half, we ran away with it, 36-6, and we scored some outstanding tries in that game. And yeah, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, he was on fire that day, and George Jennings played well. And the whole team played well. It was our best performance of the season. So that is my favourite Warriors game of the season. For the most improved player, there's been a lot of most improved players this year. Tohu Harris has had a good year, and Chanel Harris-Tavita's played well as well. But I'm going to say that Peter Hiku's had a great year, so he's my most improved player. Yeah, Peter Hiku's had a really good year. Had a slow start to the season, but he gradually builded through the year, and he deserves that contract for next year. So Peter Hiku is my most improved player. For my top 5 best players, this is in no particular order. I've gone with Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, the captain, Peter Hiku, Tohu Harris, and Jazz Tavanga and Chanel Harris-Tavita. Those are my top 5 best players for the Warriors this year. My most disappointing my most disappointing game, was versus the Gold Coast Titans. Now that's the game that I went to up on the Gold Coast at Cbus Stadium, and we were up 12-0. So we should have won that game with a few questionable referee calls. But yeah, so that was my most disappointing game because it was a game we should have won. So the next one is best try of the season, and my best try of the season from the Parramatta Eels game was the Chanel Harris-Tavita try, and that was an outstanding try, and yeah, awesome try from the team. So yeah, that was awesome. Now for the loan players. Now the loan players, we've had a bit of luck with some clubs lending some players during the season to us, and George Jennings, Pizarro Farmasili from the Roosters, and Daniel Alvaro, and those are the players that were on loan for us, and they did a great job for us. So yeah, they my standout loan player was definitely George Jennings. I reckon George Jennings played a great couple of games for us, and yeah, he had no game time at the Parramatta Eels, so he came and played for us, and he was awesome. So my overview for the season, my review, my wrap up for the season. This year has been a very tough year for us, and we had a very poor start to the season. We were 0-2, so we Stephen Kearney got the sack, so then Todd Payten took over from Stephen Kearney mid-season, and we started to improve in every game, and we took some games to the top team. So yeah, it was a valiant effort from us this season. And the last game of the season, we beat Manly, and we finished the year off on a high. So yeah, my best memory of the season, and that was the Adam Blair haka for Adam Blair in the last game, where he went on to retire at the end of the year. So that was awesome to see a haka for Adam Blair, because he's had a great career. Adam Blair, he was an great inspiration to the Polynesian community, Adam Blair's. So yeah, it was awesome to get a win for Adam Blair. So now I'm just gonna say how I rate the season, and I'm gonna give the Warriors a C for the season, overall rating a C. And unfortunately, we didn't make the finals this year, but next year is bigger expectations. We really should be making the finals next year with the squad we've built. Otherwise, if we don't, I'll be very disappointed. And yeah, so that is my review for the season. If anyone else wants to give a review, come on and join the stream before I go. So if anyone wants to join, just send a request and they can review the season on here. Request. Oh, Nick from Australia. Okay, I'll go. Now that's my review. So anyone who can send a request in if they want to review the season.
Warriors NRL fanatics, how are you, mate?
Good. That was nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it's good to see you, mate. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, can't complain. Can't complain one bit. So, you gave the Warriors a C for this season.
Yep.
Not a bad rating. I mean, I can't argue with that. I mean, considering what they had to do, obviously staying in Australia for, how long were they in Australia for? Like 20 weeks? And they were here for a long time.
Yeah, they were. That's
very
right,
long time. And to just miss out on the semi-finals, considering being away from their families for a very long time is a fantastic effort. But you know, I think they're definitely on the up. The Warriors. I know everyone says it every year. Oh, the Warriors they'll do it this year. They'll do all that. Next year they're going to go very close to making the finals. I don't know if they will, but they'll be very close. I expect the Warriors next year to be somewhere between 6th and 11th. They'll be in that. You know how every year you got those probably 6 or 7 teams fighting over those last spots. I think that's where the Warriors will be about next year. You would think anyway.
Yeah, I think so too. But yeah, I think we can be in the top 8 next year. I really give us a good chance. But normally every season you get your hopes up and then.
I know the feeling. My team hasn't played finals for 3 years. I know the feeling. Hello to everyone in the chat. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, look, it's one of those things. The Warriors over the years they're expected to make the 8, that they never do. But the years when they unexpected to do anything, they always make the 8. It's just weird how that happens. But I've got a pretty big rap on the Warriors young half coming through, Chanel Harris-Tavita. Everyone who watches my channel probably knows I've got a pretty big rap on him. I think he's the future of the Warriors, and I think he's the bloke to take him forward. Honestly, I really believe that.
Yeah, he's actually had a very good year. Like he hasn't had much game time at the start of the year, but when Todd Payton came in,
you can blame Steve Kearney for that.
Yeah, Steve. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Steve Kearney wasn't a fan of Chanel Harris-Tavita. I don't know why, because if you have a look in the NRL, if you have a look at all the great halves going around, there's a lot of halves out there who can't tackle that well. I mean, a couple of halves that can't defend that well that come to mind, probably Adam Reynolds, Ash Taylor, Anthony Milford. There's a lot of halves out there who can't tackle for their life. And then you got someone like Chanel Harris-Tavita who can tackle well. He loves putting on big hits. He can kick the ball very well. Great kicking game. His attack is absolutely fantastic. He's still young. The bloke's got a huge future ahead of him. And he's also a good goal kicker as well. So I think Chanel Harris-Tavita is the next big thing in the NRL and the next big thing at the Warriors. And also, picking up Adam Fanua-Blake, one of the best front rowers in the game. Ben Murdoch-Masila from the Warrington Wolves. Kane Evans from the Parramatta Eels, who I think is a great bench player. And you got fantastic back rowers there, and Tohu Harris, Isaiah Papali'i, Jack Murphy. Jazz Tavaga will be playing lock, in my opinion. There are so many fantastic players at the Warriors, and I think they're finally going to have a good bench next year. They're going to have a little bit of depth. The only thing they lack for mine is a good hooker. If I can get a hooker that is better than who's that bloke who plays hooker? Wade Egan. If I can get someone decent, I think they will definitely be thereabouts next year. But, even though they have a great forward pack, they have some good halves there. I even like, that's right, Isaiah Papali'i is gone. That's right, he went to the Eels. Forgot about that. But even that backline has got so many points in them. Obviously, RTS, fantastic leader. And then you got the wingers like Mamala and Fusatua. They weren't even there this year. I think they only played about 3 or 4 games all up. And then they went back to New Zealand because they missed their family, which is understandable. And then, they're a huge inclusion next year. And then you got the likes of Peter Huku, who pretty much re-saved his career, reborn. And then you got a good young centre who came through the Dragons in Ewan Aiken, who I thought had a great season. So I think the Warriors are on the up. And this guy in the chat, mate, we're here to talk about the Warriors, and we're not here to hear your bullshit. So go and get yourself fucked, mate. But, I think the Warriors, they're on the up. They got a big future ahead of them. And I'm looking forward to seeing how they go next year.
Who's this guy?
I don't know who this bloke is. What's his name? Forat _ I can't even pronounce it. It sounds like some fucking homeless guy looking for some attention. You fucking dickhead. Honestly. Go back out to, what's he saying now? Autistic Nick. Mate, I don't even have autistic, you fucking demented cunt. Why don't you go jump off Byron Bay Lighthouse, you fucking dead shit? Honestly. Do you want to be featured in the corner post? mate, honestly, go and get fucked. It's a fucking Tuesday night. I'm sitting back at home talking to Warriors NRL fanatics about the Warriors 2020 season, and you got this absolute dead shit trying to be a fucking hero, trying to sound like a fucking mad cunt. Why don't you go to Bondi Lighthouse and go and get yourself fucked? Feature me. Oh, I'd love to feature you because you're nothing but a fucking nobody. Honestly, some people these days, fucking pathetic. He's probably jealous that I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers. He's probably one of those minions from that, certain YouTuber that I don't get along with. He's probably a fucking minion. But, look, overall, I thought the Warriors had a pretty good season, man. I think they'll definitely improve in the near future.
Needs a good centre.
Nah, they don't need centres. No way in the world. Peter Hiku's a
don't.
gun. Hiku was a gun, bro. Honestly, 3 years ago.
Did you see that Fox League prediction of the Warriors team lineup?
I haven't seen it because Fox League has been posting a lot of bullshit lately.
They've got Peter. They don't even have Peter Hiku in the lineup.
Who they have in the centres?
They had Adam Pompey in the centres with no Peter Hiku in the team. Like
Adam Pompey, what the fuck? He's not a centre. He's a winger.
I mean, he's playing well, Adam Pompey, but I don't know why you would take Peter Hiku out of the lineup. That's like completely stupid. Like,
if you're gonna play Adam Pompey in the centre, it's pretty much the same experiment of David Fusitu'a when he tried to play centres. That was a test.
That was like crap as like.
I remember when
Fusitu'a's a winger. Like,
I remember when they did that. I went, "You can't be serious." No mercy or Sheridan. I forgot about Bradley Sheridan too. You just picked him up as well. That's a pretty good buy.
Yeah,
I like that signing.
Yeah, I like the signing too.
What is the Warriors? What is their depth in the halves? Because I know they lost. What's his name? Went to the Roosters. What's their depth like in the halves now?
Well, we've picked up what's his name? O'Sullivan. Sean O'Sullivan
from Brisbane. Yeah, that's right.
The son of one of our recruitment officers, Peter O'Sullivan.
That's right. I saw Nathan Brown. I saw Nathan Brown talk about that. He said something about what did he say? He said something about he suits the team well or something. But I think the Warriors are on the up, man. I think they've got a big future ahead of them. I really do.
Yeah, definitely. Think they could make that push for the top 8 next year because
I hope so. I really do.
We've got no excuses really. Even if we do stay in Australia for half the year, I mean, look at the lineup, the squad we have. We should be challenging for the top 8. Like, if we finish in the bottom half of the ladder again, I won't be happy. I'll be pissed off.
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy. Also, I want to ask you this as well before I get out of here. What are your thoughts on the potential of the Warriors having all of their home games or all of their games in general in New Zealand potentially next year?
I honestly, if the borders don't open, I can't see that happening. Like
I can't see it happening either because I agree. I can't see it happening. The problem is, right, so even though the Warriors made huge sacrifices this year, and but next year is a whole new year. I can't see the NRL allowing the Warriors just to play every game in New Zealand. I can't see that happening.
Who is this account? Like probably some account named probably Ponga is
being
a dickhead.
I just want to say too before I go over, when you start getting popular on social media, and when you start getting people on YouTube, you start getting popular on YouTube and all of that, you get these fake accounts, these fucking statues in the comment section. Probably Ponga. Go and get fucked, mate. I'm here to talk to Warriors NRL fanatics. He asked me to come on here and have a chat because I like to talk to Warriors NRL fanatics. And if you want to be a fucking arsehole and get me started on a beautiful Tuesday night, honestly, mate, it's not going to fucking work. You've had your fucking 5 minutes of fame in the comment section, mate. So honestly, go and get fucked. You are wasting our time. You fucking remote-controlled statue. Fuck off. Honestly. Fanatics, he's sitting there because we're having a fucking conversation. You fucking dickhead. Fuck me dead, mate. Are you fucking 12? Fucking hell.
He's probably one of those people that dislikes my videos on YouTube. Because I put them...
Trying to keep this PG, and then you got these absolute remote-controlled statues who look like they just come out of the fucking rainforest, all fucked up on fucking heroin or whatever drug they're taking. Come on here. I'll knock you out. Here's my fucking chin, mate. Take your best shot, you fucking idiot. Honestly, some people just know how to set me off, but, you know, sometimes, you know, when you get popular, or I wouldn't say unpopular, when you start getting bigger on YouTube and shit like that, you get these type of morons. But, look, at the end of the day, people are just ridiculous. But, you know, everyone's probably having a laugh at me ranting right now. But, overall, I'll probably give the Warriors season close to a pass mark, probably a 5 out of 10. Because the thing is, like, with me, every time there's a season, every time the season restarts, if you don't make the 8, I feel like it's a failure, regardless of the situation. Because, like, whatever you did the previous year is completely irrelevant now. So I'm just like, going into a new season, the year before is irrelevant, and if you don't make the 8, I feel like it's a failure because your goal, your expectation is to make the finals, and if you don't make the finals, it's a bit of a failure, to be fair. But some people probably have different expectations. But what are your thoughts on that? If you don't make the 8, would you consider it a failure if you don't play finals?
This year, you mean? Like right now?
Yeah, this year or next year.
Normally I would say yes, but this year probably not. Probably not. Like I'm giving them a little bit of a well, I'm being a bit less harsh because normally I would be quite harsh on them if they didn't make the finals. Like,
well, the other thing too is if the Warriors had finished in the bottom 4, we all would have said their season was a joke and a failure and all that. But because they were so competitive and all they had to do was defeat Cronulla, and they probably would have been in the 8, I believe.
Yeah. What's with all these counts tonight? God.
You just get a couple dickheads, mate. Honestly, I don't understand why people just want to be dumbasses, just want to make a name for themselves. Just ridiculous. But nah, man. Who do you reckon was the best player for the Warriors this year?
Oh, it's actually a tough one because normally it's just one standout, but there's plenty of standout players like Roger, obviously the captain. Got even Tohu Harris. He had an outstanding year.
I'd probably go Tohu Harris because I think he was their most consistent player, but I think even Cody Nikorima had a great year. I reckon he goes very close as well. I know a lot of people aren't convinced about Cody Nikorima, but I thought he was really good this year, and I think he's getting better because he used to be a player where he couldn't defend, but he's really improved. But I'd have to say Tohu Harris for mine. Definitely the best.
Peter Hickey. What do you mean?
Yeah, well, too easy, mate. Well, I'm gonna hop off out here and let someone else jump on. So, enjoy your night, and thanks for letting me on.
You too. Thanks for coming on.
No worries, mate. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, see ya. Cody Nikorima. Thanks to Nick for coming on. He's an awesome YouTuber. Go subscribe to his channel. He's doing quite well. Anyone else want to join before I go? Boring Ponga join. I removed him from the chat. He's not on there. The Doghouse 1955 joined. Well, I think I might head off. If there is anyone else who wants to join, or wants to send me a question before I get going? Does anyone want to join before I go? I'll give anyone. Anyone else want to join before I go? Oh, fuck off. Honestly, who are these freaking idiot trolls on here? Get off. All right, I'm going to head off now, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching the season review for 2020. And yeah, before I go, I'm going to say that I will. Yeah, I'll see you again. I'll see you guys again soon. So thanks for watching.